go ahead and start out with the Thursday night game where Baltimore traveled to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
That was let's be honest, nobody really saw that coming. I'm sure some people were like, "Yeah, Miami can do it. They won a game last week. They've got momentum on their side." But the Ravens came in after facing a really great defense in Minnesota. Came in playing Miami, 2-7 Miami. All eyes are on Lamar to just have a great game, and that didn't really happen. Lamar did throw for 238 yards, uh, completed 26 of his 43 passes, and he had one touchdown and one interception. But on the ground, only 39 yards, no touchdowns for him. The Ravens only scored 10 points and allowed 22 from Miami. This was a Ravens defense that I felt had finally started to get their feet under them and actually be able to play really good defense. We've seen it a few times this season, but apparently Tua comes in with an injured hand and is still able to ball on Baltimore's defense. So I don't I have no answers for what happened.
Right
Um,
whenever you think they that defense turned the corner, of showing like that in prime time. It's the Miami offense who's been struggling all year.
so I
Ye-
saw a stat where Miami ran zero coverage, like blitz or whatever, like all out blitz 40 times against Lamar Jackson. And it says he got sacked 4 times and was pressured 28. That is,
Jesus.
I mean, shoot, that's the way to beat them, I guess. Send as many people to tackle that man as you can. I guess that's the
I
key
mean,
to stopping him.
I guess that's how you have to stop him.
Everybody.
He did complete 26 passes for 238 yards. So it's not like he had a bad game per se,
No,
yeah, but
but
he also attempted 43.
and got sacked 4 times. So
True.
I don't know. Jacoby Brissett came out, started the game, was 11 for 23 passing, had 156 yards. Tua took over, 8 for 13 passing for 158 yards. He had 158 yards on 8 completions. I don't know what he saw in that Baltimore defense that Jacoby Brissett didn't, but okay. This game has me just baffled. I don't understand it.
I mean, Tua had the injured finger going into this game, so I don't think they were going to start him no matter what. And then Jacoby ended up getting hurt, like I think halfway through the game.
Yeah. Um Tua had a rushing touchdown. Uh I what other Xavier Howard had a touchdown. It was a fumble recovery touchdown, right. And then
Against
the
Sammy
rest
Watkins.
rest of the points came from 3 field goals from Jason Sanders for Miami and an extra point. I mean
I mean,
I want to know
Go ahead.
what went wrong with the Baltimore offense in that game. I don't think Miami just running that blitz the entire time was the thing that stopped them. Any team can do that, and Baltimore can probably figure it out. I mean, they have former MVP Lamar Jackson, for God's sake. And it's not like they have a bad head coach. So I don't understand what went wrong with that Baltimore offense.
I mean, you could point it at the play calling because it just seemed like all they were doing was running RPOs, is just either hand the ball off or throw it to a check down. 'Cause that's all that he could do. Because I mean, every gap was filled up by that zero coverage. So
Oh, yeah,
there's
I
not much.
guess I guess you do blame it on the play calling then, because I do remember seeing sometime through the second quarter they had thrown something like 15 screens in the first half, and then ran the ball up the middle on 3rd and long a few times. I don't. It's
Oh,
reminiscent of the Chicago offense in a way, so it pains me to see that. And I hate that I have to make that comparison, but it really is that sort of comparison that it's just kind of like we're just gonna throw a screen, hope it works. If you have the right defense, just send a running back for pass blocking as well. You're gonna block six at that point. I'm sure somebody can get open down the field.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
I don't. I feel like the attention should be more towards Tua. He had himself a pretty nice little game there. He impressed the hell out of me. He,
For the short span that he played, yeah.
yeah, but I mean, prime time against a playoff team. I mean, he showed up. He got the job done. I don't know if Jacoby Brissett would have done the same thing. So, I mean, that's definitely something to hang your hat on if you're Tua or a Tua fan. Uh, I know, with everything going on in Miami, with Deshaun, all those talks, I'm sure Tua's heard that. So that was a good uh, showing for Tua. Kind of help his stock a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I was impressed by Tua. I think we're finally starting to see what Tua can be if the play calling is right for him. I think it all just boils down to not just how Tua can play, it's what is called to put him in the best situation, I guess.
Yeah, I don't. That offense was kind of expected to be, kind of a juggernaut, was it not? With all the pieces they've added, everybody was saying it will. If their offense doesn't or isn't successful this year, we'll know, about Tua. We'll know if he's going to be the future or not. And I'm just glad Tua had a good game. He gets a lot of shots taken at him, just from the media, from everybody. I'm
Yeah.
happy for Tua after that showing.
Part of me wants to say that Tua is just kind of put in. I don't know. I feel like he's still a young quarterback. This is only his second year, and he didn't get his first playing time till at least halfway in the season last year, I think is what it was. So Tua's still a young quarterback. So all of the pressure being on him this quickly, I don't I don't like that. As a fan of football, I don't want all the pressure on him like that. I don't Miami doesn't have the pieces to like draft Tua, make one or two moves in the offseason and then be playoff bound. They
Right.
don't have those pieces yet. So I think putting him in that hot seat is not great for him because now he feels pressured to perform. And in a way, that's not terrible. You want your young quarterback who is potentially the future of your franchise to go out and perform somewhat like right
Right.
now. It's his second year. He's learned the playbook. But it also, at a young age, in terms of quarterbacks in the NFL, you as a coach need to try to give him the best possible way to succeed right now. He's not an Aaron Rodgers where he can go out and succeed without his three best receivers. He's not a Tom Brady where he can make it work without any top 15 receivers in the league. You know, he's
Mm,
a second year quarterback. You've got to put your play calling in a way that will help him succeed.
right. I think a lot of it, he's kind of getting the Mitchell Trubisky effect. Because Justin Herbert was drafted after him. If you look at Trubisky, Watson and Mahomes were drafted after him. All the attention was on Trubisky because why was he taken before those two Pro Bowlers? No, I think Trubisky did make a Pro Bowl, but
Yeah, he made a Pro Bowl his second or third season.
oh yeah, but he's also not a starter anymore.
Yeah, I
So
mean, I
I don't
think
know. You know what I mean though.
yeah, I
But,
think arguably he could still start on a team somewhere, but
yeah, no, I agree with you. I think Trubisky will end up somewhere, maybe next year. But
eh,
with Herbert getting drafted after Tua, I feel like that did number on Tua,
Yeah,
his
I
stock,
think
because after Herbert won the Rookie of the Year, now Tua's got to one up Herbert somehow, for getting drafted ahead of him. I feel like that's just unneeded pressure.
mhm.
It's fair pressure. No,
Yeah. I mean,
that kind of counteracts each other, but
you're drafted higher. I mean, you expect a third round player to play better than a sixth round player, you know? But it doesn't always work out like that. I mean,
yeah. But I
hell,
mean, we're
look at
talking about like the
we're talking
difference
about
between. I don't remember exactly what they were drafted, but we're talking like the difference between fifth and like sixth overall or something. I can't
yeah,
remember off the top of my head.
it wasn't very like far apart. I do know Tua was number 5. I do know that.
Right.
Um I guess if it were me as a head coach, if I don't have the best pieces around my quarterback, I've got to do something to utilize what abilities he has in my coaching. Whether that mean I change my scheme up a little bit or change what calls I prefer to have on specific downs. I If it were me in Miami right now, I understand Tua's hurt right now. I don't expect Tua to play top level football with a hurt hand, you know?
Right.
But if it were me in Miami right now and Tua gets the start, I'm doing what I can since Miami, in my opinion, does not have the pieces to go contend as of right now. I mean, they're 3-7.
Hmm.
Um, if it were me as head coach, I'm calling plays that I think can work and help Tua be a better quarterback. These years are for Miami to, in a way, groom Tua and get him to the point where he can go out and be comfortable in almost any situation, no matter what pieces they have around him. Is kind of how I'm looking at that situation with Tua.
Hmm.
Right now, until you get a at least mid-tier running back and a top-tier receiver and a defense that can hold up, which I'm not saying they can't. I mean, look at last night, or not last night, Thursday night.
Right.
Until they have the proper build around Tua and around the rest of the team, you've got to find a way to just get Tua comfortable and call the right plays to set him up for success.
Yeah, building around your young quarterback and making sure that you're setting up the offense for him in particular is crucial development.
Yeah,
Uh,
I wish other teams would kind of take advantage of stuff like that. I mean, there are some people that are just like, hey, you draft a quarterback, you're instantly going to be good. Look at Jacksonville right now. I understand Lawrence is hurt, but it's not like he played his best football when he was in there. They don't have the pieces around him.